Welcome back to another episode of Jacksonville Buzz's Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm Steve Strum, as always, with David Permenter. How you doing, man?
Doing great, buddy.
Good to see you. You know, I know, but I know you too well. We're here to talk about this guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, who do we have today?
Am I on the wrong segment?
No, you're not on the wrong segment.
Today,
but you're in the wrong chair if you don't want somebody to know who you are. We need to know about this guy.
We're happy today to have Humphrey Pachecker. Say that right?
Humphrey Pachecker, yes, sir.
Pachecker with us in the studio. Tell us a little bit about what you do and how you do it. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Thank you. I'm on behalf of the NAFA Group, which we are a consortium of about three different functions of a company to which we operate as a legal educational firm or institution. And we have been operating since the year 1993. The company or organization is run by my father, Humberto Humphrey Pachecker, who has been an attorney for those years now. And we've been seeing the gap where we have seen for numerous years attorneys who would be brought by universities and told this is the only way to become an attorney again.
From other countries.
Yes. To have to repeat their education again. When we tell them that's not the case. All they need to do is we help them with the process. We prepare their files, we would translate their documents, evaluate it, which is called the foreign credential evaluation. That process is then sent to our association from our other company or organization, which is the University for the Peoples of America. And that was an older university which operated in 1967 in Puerto Rico. So we've acquired this, and we had the license to grant foreign credential evaluations. And after that process, our association pretty much brings that member or student up to date with graduate level training and education. So that way there's two options. In Florida, the state of Florida, there's a license where it's called the foreign legal consultant. They can act as an international attorney on behalf of their country and the United States whenever it comes to any kind of representation with respects to any federal cases. They have limited power or limited license when it comes to representation. However, your typical attorney has license to be able to represent anyone within the state. And when it comes to that, that's when, if they're interested, we have the preparation for the California bar. Because that process, once we receive the applications, and once we receive the information for our students, it's at that point when we go ahead and we do two things. We send their information that we have through the university, and then while they're waiting for this process, which is a 12 to 18 month process, we're preparing them for the classes that they'll need to take, and we offer those same classes: American law, constitutional law, torts, etc. What usually are offered in graduate level universities. Then during that 12 to 18 month process, we're also preparing them for if they want to become a foreign legal consultant. We also help them with finding jobs. So with the last process is, during that time, we have already sent their packet, which is sent to the National Conference of Bar Examiners, the state bar, in this case the Florida bar, and the state Supreme Court. Because usually people have the impression that it's the Florida bar, the state bar, that gives you the approval to practice state law. It's actually the Supreme Court.
So for people that are watching this going, what? What I understand is that you are helping people that are immigrating here,
yes,
from other areas of the world to the United States. But not every immigrant, I think about like my parents, my mom's side of the family, they literally came with shirts on back. But this is not necessarily every immigrant that comes every single time. You hear a lot in the news about immigration and, the lower end of the economic scale.
Yes, sir.
There are many people that want to immigrate to the United States that are professionally trained, lawyers, doctors, etc.
Absolutely.
You're helping those people to get the necessary credential to fit into the box to practice law in the United States.
That is correct.
Which is fantastic. I mean, that is just a really interesting thing, because so many people who come here from the other parts of the world, they really need an avenue to do that.
Yes, sir.
That is just a fantastic opportunity for you to provide. And you guys are nationally accredited.
We are state accredited. So
the state is the important one in the
Yes, sir.
scholastic system, not
Yes,
the
sir.
national.
Yes, sir. When it comes to foreign credential evaluations, we are approved by the Department of Education in Puerto Rico. We are accredited, or we are licensed as a vendor by the Department of Education in Florida when it comes to vocational rehabilitation. And that's normally where we allow, or once they're approved, if their file's reviewed and they're approved, we can get started with that, or it would be tuition based. They would have to pay.
That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
So the program, I assume, is virtual all the way, or
Yes,
no
yes.
brick and mortar.
No, yes, it's now virtual.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And how many in a given year? How many of these immigrants do you have running through your program?
We'll have just about 15 to 30 every school term. So about, I'd say, maybe 100, 120 every year.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes,
And they're coming from where predominantly?
Latin America, normally South America. I would say you could pretty much say right now, given the political situation right now, number one is Venezuela.
Okay.
Yeah, Venezuela.
And is there a demand to absorb this many immigrants coming in?
There definitely is a demand. Absolutely, yes. And
Okay.
we are proud to say that we're not only strong, but we are getting stronger in this business.
Well, it sounds like an important role.
It is. It's fantastic. I mean, it totally breaks the stigma of the immigration that you hear about, and people are like, oh,
And the
immigration.
daily-
but
the
no,
daily
the daily
news,
news,
yeah.
right? And well, speaking of the daily news, what we'll do is we'll make sure to put your links. You like that one?
I like that.
That's
The segue there.
That was a great smooth segue until I pointed it
I think
out.
I'll remember that for the next segment.
Now it's as smooth as sandpaper.
Yeah, all right.
But we have a website, thedailynewsnetwork.com, and what we'll do is make sure to put your links on our website so people who watch this can go and check it out and see what you guys are all about. And I really appreciate you coming and joining us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Humphrey.
Dave can't do it without you,
Thank
bud.
you.
But
Yeah.
it's these guys over here, right?
That's
because
right.
without you're great and he's great, but without the people watching this thing that might go, wow, that's really cool. We don't exist. So, guys, make sure to check out Humphrey's company on thedailynewsnetwork.com. If you like the episode or find somebody who might go, gosh, you know what, that might fit me, share it to them. Remember, always live with gratitude.